Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be talking about the legendary Super Saiyan himself, Broly, starting from movie 8 until movie 10, going against Saiyan God Goku. I will include those sources of information in the description. Also, I will be as brief as possible to not make things confusing and easy to understand. Along with Broly, I will be talking about power levels and help to calculate the power level of legendary Super Saiyan 3 Broly and how it compares to Super Saiyan God Goku from Dragon Ball Super. First, I would like to begin with the power level of legendary Super Saiyan Broly from movie 8. From a simple search found on Power Perfect Wiki List Broly, it is shown that his base form is put at 88 million and his legendary Super Saiyan form in movie 8 is about 4.4 billion, which is already incredible. Now, if you're asking why I just searched it up, it's just way easier. I already have a big headache from putting these numbers together. But that power level is not consistent with the multiplier that legendary Super Saiyan has, which is a 50,000 times increase, which should properly be put at 4.4 trillion instead of 4.4 billion. Then the events of Broly getting defeated play out, and I'll move on to the second movie, Second Coming. In Second Coming, movie 10, his defeated and weakened base form is recorded at 55 million, which is obviously weaker than his first movie part. His Super Saiyan state is recorded at 2.75 billion, and from this I simply divided his Super Saiyan state by the multiplier from base to Super Saiyan, which is by 50 to find his base. Now, as I've looked into the wiki, it states that his legendary Super Saiyan form in the second movie is at 5.6 billion, which was a little increase since the first movie. But why just a small increase if it almost killed him? It would seem more appropriate to double his power. Just as a note, I'm strictly talking about the numbers for now, as it's easier than dealing with all the maths of the feats that each character has. Now, there is a problem with the consistency of the power levels. Well, there has always been problems since after the Namek saga between the battle of Super Saiyan Goku and Frieza. Because the multiplier for legendary Super Saiyan is 50,000 times the base, and if we apply that to movie 10 Broly, we come to the amount of 2.75 trillion, but it's supposedly stated for him to be at 5.6 billion. If we do the maths correctly to figure out the difference between 2.75 trillion and 5.6 billion, we simply divide. The conclusion is that Second Coming Broly is 491 times weaker than what he's supposed to be. This is very sad. I don't know how to describe it. I have checked countless times on my math to make sure that I wasn't wrong, but the numbers don't lie. But for the main idea, I would rather continue with the level of consistency instead of basing it off what is shown and given to us in the movie. As for the state of what time of Broly I'm talking about, I'm specifically talking about the point before he stands on top of the rock and sending out his gigantic meteor. For the question of why I have stuck with this moment rather than with Broly if he survives and misses his sun, it's just much easier than to even try to start and figure out what type of Zenkai Broly would have received and what events would eventually take place after. Now, for the multipliers of legendary Super Saiyan to legendary Super Saiyan 3. The multipliers would be consistent, meaning the multipliers of Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan 3 would be the same even with the legendary Super Saiyan state together. The power level of legendary Super Saiyan 2 Broly from Second Coming would have been given by 2.75 trillion times 2 to equal Super Saiyan 2, and it is 5.5 trillion. Legendary Super Saiyan 2 Broly would have a power level of 5.5 trillion. The power level of legendary Super Saiyan 3 Broly would be given by 5.5 trillion times 4 to equal the conversion of Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3, and that would give us 22 trillion. This level of power is awesome, but it would not be sufficient enough to even beat base Vegito from Majin Buu saga. Now on to the next contestant of this battle, Saiyan God Goku from the Battle of Gods film. I will start out from his base to the Saiyan God state. Battle of Gods Goku's base is stated to be at 44 million. Super Saiyan Goku is measured at 2.2 billion. Super Saiyan 2 Goku would be measured at 4.4 billion, as the multiplier for Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan 2 is times 2. Super Saiyan 3 would be measured at 17.5 billion, as the multiplier for Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3 is times 4. Now, through extensive reading and extensive breakdown by also another wiki, the multiplier of base to Saiyan God Goku would be 80 million times, which is even more astounding when said out loud. This final multiplier is the boost that is a definite factor that would turn the tides of the battle. And the final number after multiplying the base form of Goku to Super Saiyan God would be a whopping 3.52 quadrillion, which would be 160 times stronger than legendary Super Saiyan 3 Broly. The outcome of this battle would resolve Goku as the clear winner. Although Broly has incredible power, he doesn't even scratch Super Saiyan God Goku. But this is purely based on the numbers and not through a simulation of battle, as things could possibly play out much, much differently. Now, since this question has been answered, let's move on to the next topic, which is the worldwide download celebration for Dokkan. From the reveal of both Vegito Blue and Corrupt Merge Zamasu, I personally favor Corrupt Merge Zamasu more, as they did not give him his deserved Zenkai in Dragon Ball Legends, and I'm tired of seeing Vegito Blue in general because of how strong they made him in Dragon Ball Legends. I wish everyone luck, and I hope they give plenty of Dragon Stones. Along with that, there is something they have managed to skip out all these years, and it's both Z Broly and Super Broly, as they both deserve their own anniversary for the impact they have as their own character, especially Z Broly, as there is no LR for him from the first movie, and there is no LR for one of Super Broly, which is very annoying, but whatever it is they decide, I hope they make them both very well and memorable. Back to the worldwide download celebration, we have both seen how Vegeta will be able to fuse just like the Phi Duo Super Saiyan 4 unit, and I have to say that the animations are immaculate. They're able to express him amazingly well. For Corrupt Merge Zamasu, I truly do like how he's able to turn into his infinite version of himself, Infinite Zamasu. Their animations are hands down awesome, and knowing it would change the physical field in the game is perfect, but not so perfect. I wish they would bring out more easy A's for us to grind and to collect more Dragon Stones, you know? For the question of will I summon, the answer is only for Corrupt Merge Zamasu. I do like the villains much more than the hero, as I think they have more fun and have no worries. Except for the hero, you know, defeating them. As awesome as the worldwide download celebration is, I'm more excited for what's after. And I hope it's the LR into Super Saiyan 4 Goku with Oob standby. This unit would be possibly my third favorite unit in terms of animation, design, and just how the unit works. He would also be the missing puzzle piece to help complete my GT team in Dokkan. I think he's just awesome. As I am running out of time, I also would like to speak about one more thing, and it's about an app called TubeBuddy. It is an app which helps for organization and as well as easy accessibility into viewing your statistics in YouTube about your channel, and I think it's a must need for newcomers. And I'll put the link down below, and the more people click on it, the more it is appreciated. It helps me a lot. Thank you. For my next video, possibly I would either talk about how Broly could be the most sanitized Saiyan, or I could talk about God Broly and how I think it is a form that is mostly forgotten, not known, and is shadowed over by Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Broly. And I'll give my own ideas of how strong he actually is, and also why I think he needs more representation besides that 9-minute film only showcased in Japan, and why I think he needs to show up more in Dokkan, probably in the new Dragon Ball fighting game, Tekkai Ichi Budokai 4, which I think would be awesome. But at least more representation would be great. Or to actually have him as an extra character in Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you have any more ideas, just let me know below. Comment down below.